Okay, today we will discuss about one more operation on this doubly linked list, that is delete a given item. So let's assume this is our linked list. What you are able to see it on the screen, right? Are you able to see the picture of the double linked list that I have written?
Yes.
Okay, so we have three nodes in total in our linked list. Now if you tell that I want to delete a node with roll number or with item 300, so what happens, the second node needs to be deleted. Okay, so specified node needs to be deleted. Now how you will specify which node to be deleted? Based on the item. So delete item is what operation that we are discussing. So similarly you can have delete position, another operation. Okay, so delete position means if I tell, say, delete node which is at the position 2. Okay, so what happens in that scenario? If you take this one as position 1 and this node position 2 and this node position 3, if I give the position 2, then the second node needs to be deleted. So deletion can happen based on the position, or deletion can happen based on the item. So today we will discuss the deletion based on the item. Okay, so if I give the item as 100, then this node needs to be deleted. Right, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so with that understanding, now let's start the implementation of the code. Okay, implementation of delete item. So to start with, first thing, let's go to the main function. Okay, so what I will do is I will be adding a case for that delete item. Okay, so for the time being, what I will do, case 5, I will keep it for delete last. Okay, case 5 I will keep it for delete last. But what I'll do is I'll take the choice as 6 for delete an item. Okay, so let's have the same one, delete item. So we are going to pass the first as a parameter to that function. Then let's put a break. Okay, so I'll just make a change here. One, insert one choice for insert front, one is for insert front, two is for display, three is for delete front, four is for insert last, and five we will keep it for delete last. Okay, I have not added it. Later stage I will add that part, that function also. Then six we will keep it for delete item. Okay, so this is one change that we need to do in the main function. First thing, right? So now once we are done with the changes in the main function, now let's start defining the delete item function. Okay,
Sir, but for delete item, first we need to take an item as an input, no?
yeah, that's what. Now it depends whether you want to take in the main function here only. If you want, you can write printf enter the item to be deleted, scanf %d ampersand item. Then what you'll have to do, you'll have to pass here first comma item. Is that clear? It's your choice whether you want to take the item to be deleted in the main function or inside the delete item itself. So in the single linked list, I know we have done it in the main function only, correct, where I ask for the user to enter the item that needs to be deleted, then store it, and then we pass that as a parameter, one more parameter to the function delete item. So here a bit different we will do. We will call the delete item function. Inside the delete item function, let's take the item to be deleted. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Any doubts with that?
No, sir.
Okay. Now can we go for the function definition?
Sir.
Right. So let's have the return type is pointer to that structure. Then delete item is the name of the function. Then the parameter that is passed is the first. So let's take the value of the first in the formal argument, formal parameter. The name of that is again first. Okay. So now when you start the function definition delete item, we have to consider all the possible scenarios. Starting with the very first scenario, if our linked list is empty, is it possible to delete the given item? No.
First is no.
Correct. So the first thing is that we have to first check whether our linked list is empty or not. Our doubly linked list is empty or not. So the condition to do that is if first,
First equal to null.
exactly, if first null, then we can tell that no item to delete, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what we will do, no item to delete, return, you have to return back to the main function, that is the calling function. So return first. Okay. So this is one scenario where the linked list is empty. There are no nodes in the linked list, in our doubly linked list, and you check that whether it is empty or not. So the condition is if first is equal to null, then printf no item to delete and return the first. Okay. So this is one scenario. Now let's take the next scenarios where we have some nodes already in the linked list. Okay. So now when I tell there can be some nodes in the linked list, I can have only one node in the linked list, or I can have more than one nodes in the linked list. Both possibilities are there. And whenever I delete an item, okay, so that item that I want to delete may be in the first node itself, or the item that I am going to delete may be the last node. Okay, for example, my item is 100. So in that scenario, the first node needs to be deleted. If my item is 200, then the last node actually needs to be deleted. If my item value is item is 300, then a node somewhere in between has to be deleted, right? So all these scenarios needs to be considered, right? So now what we will do is we will start. We have to first take the item that needs to be deleted. So what I will do, I will declare one variable, integer variable, int item. Okay, so we can now, once we are sure that the linked list is not empty, now we will ask the user to enter the item. Okay, so printf enter the item to be deleted. Then percentage %t comma ampersand item. So any doubts up to this point?
No, sir.
It's clear, right? So when will we ask the user to enter the item? Only when we are sure that the linked list is not empty. If it is empty, you need not have to ask the user to enter the item, because here only you will get to know that first is equal to null, and you will print that no item to delete and you will return back. Okay. So once this condition fails, that means there are some nodes in the linked list. Since there are some nodes in the linked list, chances are there the item entered by the user may be present in our linked list. So we will ask the user to enter the item to be deleted, and we will store that in the variable item, right? Then next step. Okay, now let's assume a scenario where the given item is found in the very first node itself. Okay, you understood that? A scenario where the given item is found in the very first node. Say for example, the user gave the item as 100. Okay, the user gave the item as 100. Now what happens? Where will you find this? You will find the item. Will you find the item in our linked list? Yes, you will be able to find it. Where will you find it? In the very first node itself, you will be able to find it. Correct? So, excuse. So, let's consider that scenario first, and we will write the code how to do if we find the given item in the very first node, right? How to do the deletion. So now you just tell me, before I go for that, what should be the condition to do that checking? Okay, at least now. Okay, wait. We'll first discuss. Let's assume that I found the item to be in the very first node. Now this node needs to be deleted. If this node needs to be deleted, what all changes needs to be done? Okay, so the first thing is the first value is 6k. Now this link has to be broken, and this, instead of 6k, okay, we have to store here 7k. Correct? Because
Yes.
7k here, because when this node gets deleted, this node becomes the first node, right? So now
Yeah.
this has to become 7k. And how about the left link field of this one? This one has to become null.
Null.
Correct? Then this 6k needs to be freed. It has to be freed. So these are all the operations that are going to be happening, right? So now let's see how to find, what is the condition to find that the node, that the item that we are searching for is in the very first node. Okay, so let's put the condition for that now. So can anyone just make a guess, or can anyone tell how to find it? What should be the condition?
If first role is equal to item,
Exactly. Good. That is the condition. If first
role role is equal to item.
roll number is equal to
Right.
item. So now what happens is, see, first value is how much? 6k. Correct? 6000's roll number field. How much is there? 100. Correct? 6000's roll number field is 100. Our item is 100. Okay. So 100 equal to 100, condition is true. So what you will do? You have to delete that node. So as I told you, what all changes now we need to make to do that deletion? The first thing is what all values will change. This value will change, and this field value also will change. Right. So these are the important things that we need to do. So let's see how can we do that. Let's first print. Okay. The deleted item is percentage %d, comma, okay. So now what happened? The deleted item is percentage %d, first implies roll number. So you will be displaying which item you are deleting now. Okay, it's optional. If you want, you can display it, otherwise not necessary. Now what we will do, the first value, which is 6000, we will copy it into one variable cur. Okay, so now again I have to go back here in the start, and I have to declare a variable cur. Okay, so once you are done the copying of the value of first inside the cur, next step we have to update the first. So how do we update the first? First is equal to
First implies
r link.
link.
Okay, so what is first? 6000. Now that 6000 is copied, actually 6000 is copied into cur also. Now cur value is also 6000. Okay, now 6000's right link field, what it holds? 6000's right link field holds 7000. So this 7000 you are updating it in the first. Is this part clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let's make the change. So what will be this value now?
Yes.
This will be now
7.
7K. Okay. So that means this link is broken. Now we have a link from here to here. Is this part clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then next step, what is that we need to do?
Update the first free the first node.
Free the
That first node, 6K node.
okay. After freeing, okay, let's do that. Free the cur. Okay, we will free that. Then what about next operation?
The 7K L link should be updated to null
Exactly. So now where is that 7K?
at first.
Exactly. So now, how do we do that operation?
First implies L link is equal to null.
First implies
L link is equal to
L
null.
link is equal to none.
okay. Now what is the last operation you told? Return. Oh, sorry. Free the cur. Correct? Free how? Free what?
Cur.
Cur. Because 6,000 address needs to be freed. So 6,000 is stored into cur. So free the cur
Cur.
and return
First.
the first. Is this clear? So let me make that changes once again. Now what happens to this value here? This one,
It become null.
it will become null, right? This will become null. Then since this becomes null, this link is gone. Okay. After that, what you have done? You are freeing that 6,000. Freeing that 6,000 means this entire node, whatever the memory allocated, is gone. Okay. Since this entire thing is gone, no more you will be having this link also. So this link is also gone. Is this part clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's see a scenario where the item that needs to be deleted is not the very first node. Somewhere it is, we don't know. It can be at the last or it can be somewhere in between. Right?
Yes.
Manish Pan. There is some disturbance at the background. Please mute yourself. Okay, what I will do now is we'll again go back to the same scenario where we were. Just a minute before I draw this once again. So we had one node. The address of this node was 6K. So here you will be storing 7K. And this was holding 6K. This will be null. And the roll number that we had was 100. So first we'll be holding the starting address of the first node, that is 6K. And let's establish this link. right, and we had it here. Okay, so this was the scenario that we had. Now let's assume the node that the item that I want to delete is 200. Okay, right. So this is the item that I want to delete. The user has given it as 200. So now what happens again? Scanf is done. Now you check this condition. First implies roll, that is 6000's roll number is how much? 100. Is 100 equal to 200? No. Condition fails. You have to come to the next line after the while, after the if condition. You have to come up to the next line after the if condition. Alright. So now we will start writing the code to do that operation of deleting a node which has an item of 200. So now if I have to delete the node which is having an item of 200, in our scenario the 200 is the last node that is to be deleted now, correct? So what all changes? First let's see how we can do it theoretically. So we are at the first node, that is 6000 is in our hand. So from that 6000 we have to go to the next node, because see, you checked here, is 6000 equal to is 6000's roll number field equal to the item or not? You check this, correct? So it was not matching. Since it is not matching, now you have to go to the next node. So how do we go to the next node? From this 6K we have to use the right link of that, and we have to go to the 7K. And once you are in the 7K, now you compare the roll number field of the 7K with the item. Roll number field of the 7K is 300. This you compare it with the item. Again it will not match. So what happens? You have to update. Next, go to the next node. How to go to the next node? Take the right link of that 7K. So you know always the right link stores the address of the next node. So use that, go to the next node. So once you are at the 9K, take the roll number field of that 9K and compare it with the item. It will match. So this needs to be deleted. So once this node has to be deleted, it's very simple. What changes we have to make here? The only thing that we need to make is we need to free this part. Okay, that is 9000. This address we need to free it. And here, this field, we have to make it as a null. Is that clear? The last node, if you have to delete this part, what changes needs to be done? Free the 9000, free the 9K, and here, this part, you have to make it null, right? So, with that understanding, now let's see how we can do the implementation of that. Okay. So, first step, what I will do, I will copy the cur value into the first. So cur value will be now 6000. Okay, because this is, we use this cur to traverse, right? So now the condition is very important. While cur implies roll number
is not
equal to item. Okay. So now what I will do is, this is not the only condition. I am going to add one more condition here for the scenario where the item is not present at all. Say for example 400. Okay, you want to search 400. Now what again you will do? You will start from the first 6000's roll number compared with 400. 400 is what we want to delete. Okay, so when 200 is compared with 400, it will not match. So what you will do? You will update the cur value. Okay. So now what happens? The cur value will be updated with 7K. Now 7K's roll number field, compare it with the item 400. Again it will not match. So update the cur value to the next node. So next node cur value gets updated to 9K. So 9K roll number is 200. Compare it with the item which is 400. Again it will not match. So update the cur. Now what the cur value will become? Cur value will become null. Because how do you update the cur value? Cur is equal to cur implies right link. Correct. Only then the curve gets to the next node. So 9000 is the curve value. Now you update it to its right link. Right link is null. So curve value becomes null. So once the curve value becomes null, can you tell that the item is not found or cannot be deleted? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So now what I will do, I am going to put the condition for this also right here only. So while cur not equal to null and cur implies roll number not equal to item. Okay. So this is the part of the code now. Right. So what has to be done now? Under this scenario, we have to just update the cur value. Is this while loop clear? You want me to explain it once again, or is the while loop clear? Yes or no? Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
My question is the while loop clear, or you want me to explain this while loop once again?
It's clear. Clear.
Clear.
Okay, let's discuss this once again. Yes, okay. What is the item that we have taken is 200. Okay. Now
Yes.
first value is copied into cur. Right. So what will be the cur value? Cur value will be 6000. 6k. Because first value is how much? 6k. This is copied into cur. Right. So now come to the while condition. 6000 not equal to null. True. Okay. 6000 not equal to null. True. Then come to the next one. What is cur value? 6000. 6000's roll number. What is there in 6000 roll number? 100. 100 not equal to 200. True. Right. So now the left hand side is also true. Right hand side is also true. So what happens to the entire while condition? Because it is AND. AND means both should be true. Now both are true. So the entire condition will be true. You will enter inside the while and you are going to update the cur value. Now what will be the cur value? Cur is equal to cur implies right link. So cur value is 6000. 6000's right link is how much? 7000. Correct? So this 7000 will be stored into the cur. So now what happens? The cur value will become 7000. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How about the rest? At least one iteration have you understood now? You all present or just logged in and went off?
No, sir, we are here only.
Okay, you are there. But are you understanding it?
Yes, sir.
First iteration, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have cur value as 7k. After doing that, again we need to go back to the while loop. Check the condition. 7000 not equal to null. Condition true. Okay. 7000 not equal to null. Condition true. Then 7000 roll number field. What is there in the 7000's roll number field? 300. 300 not equal to 200. Condition true. So while condition is true, again enter inside the while. Okay. Now update the cur value. Cur value will be updated with what? 7000 is the cur value. 7000's right link. What is there in the 7000's right link?
9000.
Okay. So 9000 is there. So this 9000 will be now stored into cur. Okay, so cur value gets updated to
9,000.
9,000. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back again to the while condition. So cur is 9,000. 9,000 not equal to null. True or false? 9,000 is not equal to null. True.
True.
Then 9,000's roll number is how much? 200. Right. So 200, is it equal to that item?
True.
True. So but what we have written here, 9,000, sorry, 200. That is 9,000's roll number field is 200, and we have written 200 not equal to 200. What happens to this condition?
So it
False.
fails.
False.
False.
False. It fails. Right? So since this condition fails, what happens to the entire while condition?
It comes out the while loop.
Exactly. It comes out of the while loop because we are using an AND operation. Since it is an AND operator, both sides should be, this side as well as this side, left hand side, right hand side should be, that is operand 1 and operand 2 should be true. Since one is false, you will come out of the while. Okay. So once you are outside the while, what is the value in the curve?
6K. 7K.
It is, what is the value in the curve?
9K. 9K. Sorry.
It will be 9,000. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So your curve value is 9,000. That is the node that you have to delete now. Yes or no?
Sir.
This is the node that you have to delete now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So how do we delete it now?
No, well, first we have to update the 7.
How do we delete it now? What all changes will happen?
So first we have to update the 7K right link.
Exactly. We have to update the 7K's right link. Now please very carefully you see the observation here. What if we'll, for the time being, we'll stop this, that is 9K, right? Stop means not ending the session, okay? Just for another 15 minutes is there. Now, what if my item value was not 200, if it was 400? My item value was not 200, but it was 400. What happens in this scenario? Can you tell me? Curve is 9,000. 9,000 is not equal to null. This condition will be true.
Or
Come to the right side because cur is 9,000. 9,000 is not equal to null. So this side is true. Come to the next right hand side. 9,000's roll number is 200. Correct? 200 not equal to item. Item is 400.
200.
Item is 400. So now what happens? Now the condition is true. Condition is true now, correct? So since the condition is true, this condition is true now, what we will do is, we will enter inside the while loop and we will update the cur value, correct? So once you are inside the while loop and you update the cur value, cur is 9,000, 9,000's right link field is what? 9,000's right link field is null, correct? So this null will be updated in the cur. Okay, so now what happens to the cur value? It will become null. Then you will go back again to the while loop only, condition checking. So now check null not equal to null. What happens to this condition? This condition is false. Now if this condition is false, this part will not be checked at all. Why it will not be checked? Because we are using AND. So if the first itself become false, no need to check for the second. So second will not be checked at all. So what happens? It will come out of the while loop. It will come out of the while loop. Right? So now what code we need to write here at this point is, if we have come out of the while loop, see there are two exit conditions for the while loop. I told you both the conditions now. One exit is where the cur becomes null. If the cur becomes null, what does that mean?
Item not found.
Item not found, exactly, good. We can come out of this while loop when a match is found also. Okay, we can come out of this while loop when the match is found, or we may come out of the while loop when the cur reaches null. Now our item is 400. So for what reason we came out of the while loop?
There is no because there is no item in the
Because there is no item. So let's now take that scenario. If cur equals to null, now will this condition be true now? Item is 400. So cur is null. So in this scenario, what is that you need to do?
printf item not found.
Exactly. Item not found. Right. Now, else if we'll put a condition, we came out of this one, we came out of the while loop, else if cur implies right link, cur implies right link is equal to null.
Null.
See, this is the scenario where we found the item at the last node. Okay, this is the scenario where we found the item at the last node. So what was our item value? 200. So when it was 200, what happened? Our cur value was 9k. Correct? So 9000 not equal to null, condition true. 9000's roll number is 200. 200 not equal to 200. This was true, but this became false. Okay, so you came out of the while loop. Once you are outside the while loop, you checked whether cur is equal to null. No, cur is 9000. So 9000 equals to null, condition fails. So come to the else if part. Now in the else if part, you are checking if cur implies right link, okay, is equal to null. Will this condition be true now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this condition will be true. Now this is the scenario where we are handling how to delete the node at the last. If our item is found at the last node, how to delete it. Okay, I'll repeat. See, it's a bit complex. See what we read initially. This is the scenario where the item that we want to delete is found in the first node itself. Okay. Next, what we did, scenario where the item is not the first node. It may be second, third, fourth, last, or it may not be there also. So if it is not there, this is the scenario it will handle. That will handle it. Not present at all. Okay. Now what we are discussing is where the item that we want to delete is there and it is at the last node. So how do we delete that last node? As you rightly pointed, this has to become null. So 9000's right link field, if it becomes null, we can free the 9000. Correct or not?
Yes.
So how do we do the right link field of 7000 as null? So this is very important. Okay, bit complex to do. Yeah, tell me.
Cur implies L link is equal to null.
Okay, cur implies L link.
L link implies R link is equal to null.
Exactly. Cur implies L link. Okay, cur implies L link. How what you will get? Cur is 9000. 9000's left link is how much?
7000.
What is there in the 9000's left link?
7000.
7000. Now this 7000's
R link.
R link. Okay. So this is cur is 9k. That is 9000. 9000's right link is nothing but 7k. Okay. So now this part, okay, will be evaluated to 7k. Okay, now what you are doing next to this part, 7K's 7,000's right link. What is there in the 7,000's right link?
9.
9K. Okay, so now you have access to this part now. Right? You have access to this part. So what you should put there?
Null.
Exactly. You have to put a null. So cur implies left link implies right link is equal to null. Then free. What do you have to free? 9,000. Where is 9,000? Inside the cur. So free that cur. Is this part clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last one remains. That is a scenario where we will take the item value as instead of 200, let's take the item value as 300. 300. See, I have explained the scenario where the item is 100. I have explained the scenario where item is 400. I have explained the scenario where item is 200. I have explained the scenario where item is 400. That means 100 means first node, item found at the first node. 200 item found at the last node. 400 item not found at all. Now I am taking a scenario where the item is 300. Okay, so we will discuss that last part so that we will be able to complete the entire function. So it may take some 5 minutes extra, but please bear with me. What do you have next hour?
DMAT.
Okay, right. So we have that 300 here now. Okay, so let's again quickly, very quick, I'll be doing this iteration. Item is 300. First is 6,000. 6,000's roll number is 100. Is 100 equal to 300? No. Condition fails. Come to the next line out of the while. Out of the if. So what is there next line out of the if? Cur is equal to first. So cur value will be 6K. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just quickly erase this part. Right. Cur value is 6K. Now 6,000 not equal to null. True. 6,000's roll number is 100. 100 not equal to 300. True. Both true. Enter inside. Update the cur. Cur is 6,000. 6,000's right link is 7,000. 7,000 will be stored in the cur. Okay. So cur value will now become 7,000. Right. Then next, again go back. 7,000 not equal to null. Condition is true. 7,000's roll number is 300. 300 not equal to item. Item is how much?
300.
300. How about this condition now? 300 not equal to 300?
False.
False. So this part will fail. Okay. Since this part fails, will you enter inside the while? No. You will come out of the while. And you are checking. Did you come out of the while because of this reason?
No, sir.
No. Because cur is 7,000. 7,000 equal to null fails. So come to the next line. Else if 7,000's right link, is it null? No.
No, sir.
7,000's right link is 9,000. 9,000 is it equal to null? No. So you come to the next part here. So this is very important. This is where we are checking if the item is found. Okay, item is found, but that item is in the last node. If the item is in the last node, we have to do only these two lines to delete that. Okay, but now the scenario is the item is found, but it is not the first nor it is in the last. It is somewhere in between. Okay, so now how do you delete it? So there we are going to put one else part. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Right. So now you tell me quickly what all operations needs to be done to delete this.
Sir, 6.
Do we have to, I'll come step by step. Do we have to update the first value, FIRST?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not required. Correct. Done. How about this field?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is nothing but where we found 300, we found the 300 at 7000, at address 7000. Correct. So this field has to be changed. Okay. Then how about this field?
Yes, sir.
Needs to be changed.
Updated.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So what value will you put here?
Sir, 9K.
Exactly. We have to put 9K here. So if we put 9K here, this link is gone
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and this link is established.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then here how much, what we have to put here?
6K.
6K. So if we put 6K here, this link is gone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then we have established a link from here to here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then finally this one has to be
3.
freed. Clear? Is this part clear? So quickly we will write the code to do that operation. Okay. So what I will do, first step, I will take one variable prev and I will store cur implies L link. Okay. So again I have to go back here, starting in the cur, node cur comma prev. Okay, I have declared it here, so now I can use that prev here. So now tell me what happens to the prev, one more variable that we have taken, prev prev is equal to
6K.
what will be the value of the, wait, don't get confused. Cur is how much?
7.
7K's left link is how much?
6K.
Where are you storing that 6K now?
Previous.
Prev.
Okay, 6K copied into the prev. Right? Okay. Next line of the code. What we have to do next? Prev implies R link. What should I store in the prev implies right link?
Sir, implies
Implies, sir. Implies one.
Okay. What should I store in the prev implies right link? Prev implies right link means what? With this one, correct? 6000 right link. What should I store here? Here.
cur implies R link.
Exactly. What is cur? 7000. 7000's right link is what? 9000.
9.
Correct? Okay. So cur implies R link. Okay, so I'll just make the change now. 7K is gone. What will come in the position of 7K?
9.
9K. So now what happens to this link? Gone. Now a link is established from here to here. Yes or no? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
We'll remove this. So from here to here, a link is established. Done. Next step, what has to be done?
Sir, 9K L links would be
Implies L link.
link.
Okay. Implies cur implies
Sir,
R link implies L
L link.
link. So this is again very important. What is cur? Cur is 7000. 7000's right link, what it holds?
9.
9K. Now cur is 7000. 7000's right link holds 9000. 9000's left link. 9000's left link means which one? This one. What should I store here?
Cur implies
Now what should I store here?
6,000.
6,000. What is there in the prev?
Cur implies a link.
What is there in the prev?
6,000.
Prev holds 6,000.
6,000.
Correct. So what I will do is equal to prev. That's all. So prev is 6,000. Where are you storing that 6,000? 6,000. Where are you storing that? It is stored in this left hand side. So what is this left hand side? Cur is nothing but 7,000. 7,000's right link is 9,000's. 9,000's left link. So 9,000's left link is this field. Okay. In this field, what you are storing? Prev. Prev value is nothing but 6,000. So what happens now? This gets updated with 6K. Okay. So once this gets updated, this link is gone, right? And you have a connection established from here to here. Done. Then finally, one last line, that is
Be the cur.
be the
Cur.
cur. Okay.
Then
Then
Return first.
return,
return first.
close the function. That ends. So when you do free the cur, what happens? This entire thing, 7K, everything will be flushed or deleted, whatever the memory allocated for that and whatever is stored there. So even these two links are also gone. So you have deleted the node which is in between, right? So this is what is deleting an item. Any doubts with this?
No, sir.
Anyway, I'll put this again, whatever the class I have taken, I have recorded it. I will be uploading this into the internet, YouTube, and I will share you the link also. Okay. So